Good morning, students. Welcome to lecture 6 of module 3, operational amplifiers. So today we'll see some more applications such as integrator and differentiator, how an op-amp can be used to perform as an integrator and differentiator. So before we go into the derivation, let us see the similarities between the integrator and differentiator with respect to the circuit, and what is the small changes with respect to the circuit. So if you know the circuit diagram of integrator, you will be easily be able to draw the circuit diagram of the differentiator. So if you see here, the input is applied to the inverting terminal, the non-inverting terminal is grounded, and here at the feedback we have a capacitance, and at the input we have a resistance R1. So in the integrator circuit, to the input you have a resistor, and in the feedback path you have a capacitor. Now in the differentiator it is just the opposite, where at the input you have a capacitance, and at the feedback path you have the feedback resistance. Clear? And the output expression of the integrator will be the integration of the input voltage, and the output voltage of the differentiator will be differentiation of the input voltage. So we will just see this particular derivation. So when you go further, so first let us see the topic integrator. So integrator is a circuit in which the output voltage is the integration of the input voltage, and the circuit is similar to this. So you can see a V in voltage applied and a current is flowing in this particular branch, and this particular current cannot enter the op-amp because the input resistance is very high. So the current will reroute, and you can see a feedback current that is flowing in the feedback path, that is IF, through the capacitance CF. Clear? So if you see here, node B is connected to ground, so voltage VB is equal to 0. By virtual ground, VA will be equivalent to VB, which is equal to 0. So since VB is connected to ground, it is the voltage at VB is equal to 0, and by virtual ground concept, even VA is equivalent to 0. Now let us write the equation for the current I and IF. And if we see here further, if we apply KCL at the node A, current entering the node is equivalent to current leaving the node. I will be equivalent to IF. Clear? So if you write the equation for this particular current I, the current I is moving from the point V in to VA. So V in minus VA by R1 for this particular current through the resistance. The equation is V in minus VA by R1. And if you see the IF current is moving from VA to V0. So when you're writing, you have to be very careful when you're writing for the equation through the capacitance. Here, so for equation through the resistance, we directly know V in minus VA by R1. That is from the point where that is V in minus VA by R1 equal to I. But for the IF current, or the current which is flowing through the capacitance, you have to remember IF will be equivalent to the value of the capacitance, that is CF d by dt of VA minus V0. Here I'll just repeat it. Be very careful when you're writing the current across the capacitance. So IF will be equivalent to CF, the value of capacitance, into d by dt of VA minus V0. Here, and if we go further, we know that VA is equal to 0. So we get minus Cf d by dt V naught. So here we have got V in by R1, and here we have got minus Cf d by dt V naught. So when I equate these two equations, we will get V in equivalent to minus Cf d by dt V naught. When you integrate both the sides, we will be left out with integration 0 to t V in by R1 into dt, which is equal to minus integration 0 to t Cf d by dt V naught into dt. And we'll just take out the constant terms outside the integral. So 1 by r integration 0 to t V in dt, which is equal to minus Cf integration 0 to t dt V naught into dt. Now if you see here, we have d by dt, which is the differentiation, and the integration will cancel out each other. So we will be just left out with V naught into minus Cf. Here. So when integration and differentiation cancels out each other, we'll be just left out with minus Cf into V naught on the right hand side. So when I shift minus Cf here, so I will get the output voltage, which is equivalent to minus 1 by R1 Cf integration 0 to t V in dt plus V naught of 0, where this V